Online home business: 5 top ways to start your own online home business. If you are someone who just loves to work at home, then you have most likely contemplated starting your own online home business. The problem is though that once you start looking around, you are overwhelmed with the amount of different possibilities out there and almost certainly frustrated at the number of people trying to get you to sign up with their program rather than someone else's. Well, if any of that sounds familiar, then you are going to love this article. I'm going to briefly cover the 5 top ways to start your own online home business and the pros and cons of each one so that you can make your own informed decision before you start anything. Online home business: Top 5 Ideas. 1. Set up your own eBay store. One of the most common types of online home business is to set up your own eBay store. Now this is actually quite easy to do, and there are many tutorials on the site to show you how, so I'm not going to go into that here. I do however want to cover the pros and cons before you jump in. Now an eBay store is really no different from a normal retail shop in the high street. You are going to purchase products from a supplier and then you are going to sell them in your shop, or in this case, eBay store, for a profit. It really is that simple. The main advantage of this online home business over a high street shop is that in most cases you don't need to actually buy any stock in. You simply get the supplier to ship the product directly to the purchaser once you have received payment. This alone is a huge benefit, but when you add on not having any rent to pay or utilities or other overheads that most high street shops experience, then it becomes an interesting proposition. Point 2. Sign up with a direct selling company. A direct selling company is basically a business that lets you sell their products for them, so in effect, you are going to be acting as a normal salesman that is on commission. Every time you sell one of their products, they are going to pay you a commission for that sale. The benefit of this online home business is that they are going to help you every step of the way, because it is 100% in their interest to make you sell as much as possible. They are also going to ship their product directly to the purchaser, so you don't have to keep any stock once again. Point 3. Set up your own website and a niche. Now by this I mean that you pick a topic that you are very familiar with and know a lot about. You can then set up a website dedicated to this subject and populate it with lots of useful content and articles to help people overcome problems that you may have experienced. This will build up your authority and get you a following. Now the trick here is to make it as much of a micro niche as possible. In the old days, you just wouldn't have been able to set up a business in your local area for vegan bodybuilders because your target audience would have been too small, but with the internet, this online home business is totally viable because you have a global market to choose from. Once you have the following that you need, then you can start to promote products to sell on your site that are relevant to your micro niche, and people will be happy to buy from you once you have established your authority. Point 4. Start a gambling site. I put this one in more for my own amusement, because before I started online, if you had suggested this to me, I would have thought you were just trying to con me, but now I know the online home business industry well. I realize that this is completely viable if you have an interest here. There are many companies that will license their software to you so that you can set up your very own online gaming site. You can personalize it a little, but it's basically ready straight out of the box. Your only task, then, is to promote and market it to get people to visit and sign up, and away you go. It sounds easy in principle, but there are many pros and cons to this one that I can't cover in the scope of this article, but it's well worth doing your due diligence on it. If this interests you, or if you're bold, contact me directly and I'll give you some trade secrets. 5. Learn internet marketing. One of the best ways to start an online home business is to learn internet marketing. Now by this I mean you learn all the different tricks and tactics to get traffic to your website. In fact, this is really the magic key to any online home business, and once you master the techniques you should be able to make a success of any of the above 4 ideas that I have put forward. You see, the key to any online home business is marketing. Without this, you may have a fantastic website, but if no one ever goes there, then it's worthless. So focus on this idea and you will have other people asking for your help to make their own online home business work.